So Stuart Williams from Overton Scouts, welcome to Overton.tv. Working from home, strangely enough. So
like a lot of people.
So you deal with the cubs, the scouts, the explorers, and the beavers, obviously. So just talk to me, because it's been going a couple of weeks now, about this great indoors activities that's being promoted for scouting.
So the scouting in the village caters for, as you've talked about, the beavers, the cubs, the scouts, and the explorers. That's going from ages 6 all the way through to 18. And since obviously the measures for social distancing were introduced, we've had to stop meeting physically face to face. So normally we had meetings once a week. The UK Scouting has brought online very rapidly. It's called the Great Indoors. So this is on the Scouts website. It's available for everyone. So scouts.org.uk. And it has been covered in the media. So some of the scouting representatives that you might know as Bear Grylls is the UK Chief Scout. But also Steve Baxall has been publicising this, but they call it the Great Indoors offers. It was over 100. I think it's now up to 200 activities that young people can get involved in doing, all the way from 6 to 18.
We had lovely weather over the Easter weekend, so tell me how you kind of bought the Great Indoors with this lovely weather and got the your scouts and beavers and cubs and explorers to get involved.
Camping is part and parcel of scouting. We're very much encouraging people to get outside and get interacting with nature, and not just staying inside playing on the Xbox all day long. But then we looked at the weather for the weekend and we said, hey, this is going to be great weather. So as part of trying to encourage people to stay home, but also try and get involved, we had the great Overton camp out, where we tried to encourage our everyone, beavers, cubs, and scouts, to camp at home, either on their own or with families, depending on the ages. What would be appropriate for them. But we tried to get as many of our members camping over the weekend to bring a bit of fun to the adventure, to the holiday weekend.
And what did you get them to do?
We wanted them to get involved with pitching the tents, setting up their beds, and then where they could, we wanted them to either have a barbecue or a small campfire, so they could maybe cook some sausages or marshmallows. There were lots of pictures we saw of cooking s'mores and things outside. And then just to share the experience for everyone, we've got a Facebook site. It's a closed group, so it's only open to members. But we also had a Zoom call for everyone, a very short Zoom call, so that everyone could share their campsite and what they've been up to. And then obviously we've been going out and clapping the NHS on the Thursday nights, but the Scouts did a virtual Oggy Oggy Oggy. So you might have heard some strange shouting on the village on Friday night.
Fantastic. And you were talking to me actually about your online scout manager that you use to manage things when we're normally out and about and able to meet each other, and just talk to me about how they've developed that in a unique way of earning badges.
We manage our scouts, beavers, cubs and scouts through an application called Online Scout Manager. This allows us normally for tracking attendance and badges, but they've rushed out a new application within that, which is called Badges at Home. And that's allowed us to try and set activities and challenges so that the beavers, cubs and scouts can continue to earn badges even though they're working at home. So it allows us to upload. So for example, we just went live yesterday. We put up a navigation activity, so the kids can practice some map work, some compass work. They can upload the evidence of what they've done, and then we can judge it and give them badges, even though we're not meeting face to face. So it's been a great help for us to keep the kids involved.
Obviously, guides, if you're there, we want to know what you're doing too. So it's not just for Scouts, but if anyone from the guiding movement wants to get in contact with us and let us know what you're doing, we'd love to hear about you. Just email us, Darren@overton.tv. So finally, Stuart, I suppose, where can people go, who may not be in the scouting movement but fancy giving it a go and just finding out what activities are out there that they can get involved in while we're still staying at home? Where can they go to find these?
The Scouts website is there. It's open to everyone, so it's www.scouts.org.uk. And the Great Indoors is the first thing you come to on that website, and those activities are available for everyone to have a look at. I think there are over 200 activities there now, and they range from indoor craft activities, challenges, and you can sort them depending on what you want to do, how long you want to go for, age ranges. I really recommend it. It's a great resource. It's a good resource for us, but it's if you're looking for something to keep young people entertained, outside of the schoolwork they're going to be set, then I really recommend that. You can also contact the Scouts. So we have an email address, which is overton.scout.group@outlook.com. That's where the Scout group can be contacted to find out more information about when we eventually get to meet again, our meeting times and joining information.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Thank you very much. Stuart Williams from Overton Scouts. Thanks very much.